You are not in a state of mind, such as waking, dreaming, or deep dreamless sleep. Your nature is consciousness, which is pure existence. You are not in a body, in prana, or in a mind. You are of the nature of consciousness, which is existence. Meditate upon the truth that you are not in anything. Objectless. You are of the nature of consciousness, which is existence. Where are you? Who are you? From where does your sense of identity come? Thus meditate on the eyeless true I. Space-like and changeless. Your nature is infinite and eternal. Questioning, who am I? And thereby abiding, just as the self. Is sacred meditation. All right.
Thank you, Master, for leading us along the path of meditation. My small question for this point today is, formless is a word that is used plenty enough in scriptures, holy teachings. There's also form in the practice of, say, this sage and his or her disciples do this way, and that this one does that way. So there's this form offered as a sort of a balancing structure, so that you don't sway too far one way or the other into something less meaningful, less intense. So it was a question of the counterbalancing the form and the formless.
What are you balancing?
I mean, just as a no, I'm taking your word that everything's already in balance, but the manner of practice in, say, a meditation session.
What is there to balance and practice?
Well, I feel I would always want to be welcoming formless experience, but then, as I say, this is just a little question. There's plenty of form in
What
the holy
is
teaching.
what is the source of formless experience?
Could you repeat that, please?
What is the source of formless experience?
Maybe there's part of the answer. It's not in, certainly not in some rigid form. So in that sense, you might say formless is closer as a descriptor for formless experience.
What form does your existence have?
It's formless, say the sages and yourself, as if I hear correctly.
Jay mentioned the forms, and it's so beautiful in the temple, the mandiram, and even Bhagwan in Sudarshanam in verse 8 says that the worships of the forms give a vision of the truth, or lead to the truth. You've also pointed out that the self is the source of one's happiness. And that should be understood or known. And it seemed to me to be, I couldn't grasp that. And I think I see now that it's because I was in the habit of looking for happiness as in the way the mind provides happiness. And the happiness of the self is not like that. It's more of a freedom from the self, from the ego.
Freedom from the ego is bliss. The self is the sole source of happiness. That self is entirely formless and ever existent. You may regard the entire universe as Brahman with form. So all-pervading existence is all-pervading bliss.
I think it would take, I can't grasp that, what you just said, the all-pervading, bliss pervades the universe.
Bliss is existence, and existence is all-pervasive. Limitless. You can realize it by deeply inquiring to know what your nature is, what the self is. All right.